Okay. Hi everyone, it's Jen with my Breaking the Silence video with Freedom Fighters for Eating Disorders Awareness Week. And I'm here in Rochester, New York now, so this video is going to be a little different. I'm here with my friend Bharti Dunn, and she and I have worked together to promote awareness for eating disorders, and she's done a lot of work in her community in Rochester. And so I'm here now, and we're doing an event together in honor of Eating Disorders Awareness Week, and I'm gonna let you hear a little bit of her story. She's struggled on a personal level with her family, and her heart's in the right place. And so I'm going to let her tell you a little bit about her story and about the work that we're doing together and some of the stuff that we've done. So thank you so much for being here, Bharti, and for being on Freedom Fighters.
All right. Well, this is the first time I'm ever doing something like this, so thank you, everyone, for allowing me to have this opportunity. Thank you, Jen. And like she said, this has been a personal journey for me. I have 6 children, and our oldest was diagnosed with an eating disorder about 6 years ago. And really, it was through that process did I even become aware of what eating disorders were and how, as family members, we could support and encourage her recovery. And but before we got to that place, I mean, it was just a really, really confusing time in our lives. Very, very a dark time. It's hard to go back. And, and I tend not to want to, because there's so much recovery that she's been through, that she's my role model. My daughter's my role model. She's wonderful. And what I want to do is give back to the way people gave to me. I remember we had a couple that came over to our house, and they had gone through this with their daughter, and just coming in, sitting with us, even though we didn't understand a word they were saying because we were so broken, it made such a difference. And breaking the silence, as Jen has said to me, that's what I focus on doing, is breaking the silence so that the eating disorder won't thrive, and we can bring it out to help the person that's suffering.
Absolutely, that's great, and I really admire and respect all of the work that you've done, and you've always come to it with a very compassionate heart, and you're so active in your community, and you work so well with other people. Bharti organizes events from scratch and just puts her whole. We've done. We've done a couple of things. We did an event in New York City for parents, support for parents whose families are going through it, and whose families are sick. And now we're doing. We were just on the Rochester News this morning with a couple other people on the board, the eating disorder board here, and so now, and Bharti actually works at. Can I?
Oh, sure.
Okay, cool. Bharti works at.
It's called Cayuga Centers. It's a mental health center, so we deal with a lot of different mental illnesses. But we have a specialist, and she was on the news with us today, and she's been wonderful coordinating this event. So
and the event is tomorrow. They've been so great about having me here. I'm going to be playing music, and I don't know if anybody's in Rochester. We're doing it at the Love and Cup tomorrow on the RIT campus, so Rochester Institute of Technology campus. But Anyway, what else do we say? What else? I guess it's probably anything else. Is there anything else that you would want to say, or like any message that you'd want to...
I think for me, breaking the silence is just such an important thing for the sake of the family. And I think someone once mentioned to me, like, when you're a doctor, you always go through your family history and your medical issues, but you got to also look at, like, the emotional piece, and to know that your family is able to communicate and express feelings. And if you look back and you don't have that in your family, that's because we've been living in fear and shame and secrets, and those are things that need to come, and you can be the first to break the silence. There's nothing to be ashamed of, and so that's something I try to tell people. There's such mental stigma around there's such a stigma around mental illness that's absurd, and trying to break that one illness at a time is important.
Absolutely. And again, I just really admire how active you've been in the community and how progressive you are as a mother. It's mind-blowing,
Wow.
you know, and, you know, it's just wonderful. You're a great example to other mothers, and just to...
I think
just
recovery is
people,
recovery, and I
so-
really admire people that are in recovery, so there's a lot.
Yeah. It's great to, I guess, when you understand something, to let somebody know that you understand, even if they're not in a position where things are looking like they're going to change right away. It's still good, and it's so comforting, and just life-changing to know that you're not alone. And words are just, you know, the antidote to breaking the shame and breaking the secrets, and just the hold that it can have over you. So, yeah, well, thank you so much, Bharti, for being
Jen.
on Freedom Fighters
well,
today.
Thank you, everybody. Keep up the good work, and yeah, God bless.
Okay, take care, everyone.